Good morning everyone and welcome to the Limerick Mind Body Experience event with Martina Me. So this morning we're going to be looking at doing a meditation based on how to connect with your spirit animal. So what we're going to do just to start off, I just got some spirit animal cards there. So I'm just going to pick a spirit animal card just while we're waiting for the live feed to kick in. Okay, the platypus. Okay, so this is a spirit animal. So the platypus here is all about stop complaining and focus on your attention on the blessings in your life. So the platypus is very resilient. Okay, he can meander into anything and everything, but sometimes he's so far ahead of himself, so far in terms of thinking down the line, that he needs to be a little bit more present within his life. He's also about understanding about bringing fun back into your life as well. Okay, so the platypus is about, take a breath, take a step back out and just actually look around at the amazing things that are in your life. So again, I just thought we start off with just a spirit animal card. Okay, so these are the power animal cards just to start us off, because this morning we're looking at a meditation on how to connect with our spirit animals. Now, like any meditation, I always say it's just a little bit of creativity. Okay, so just let your imagination take you to where you're meant to be. Everybody's experiences will be different, so don't be worrying about it. I will say to sense, feel, visualize, or just know. Okay, so the purpose of that is sometimes when we're working, we sometimes are not sure what we should be doing. So once your intent is this is what you're doing, you'll get that sense of that spirit animal working around you. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we're just going to close our eyes and I'm just going to adjust the music. Okay, so we're just going to close our eyes. And we're just going to breathe in and breathe out. And just breathing in and breathing out. And if you find any thoughts or noises from the background, just say thank you, but not this moment in time. And now I want you to visualize, sense, feel, or just know a lovely energy at the base of your feet. And you're just going to bring that energy up around the backs and fronts of our legs, up through our knees, up through our thighs, up through our waist, up through our stomach, up through our chest, and just breathing in and just releasing, gently pushing our shoulders to the ground. Up towards our heart area. Up to our third eye, so our forehead, and just at the top of our head. If you find at any time you're getting a little bit bothered, just come back in and just rejoin whenever you're ready. And for anybody who else has joined us, just close your eyes and just breathe in and breathe out. And now you want you to visualize, sense, feel, or just know a place that is sacred to you. So this could be a beach, okay? It could be a grass verge area. It can be mountains. So I want you to think of a place that you'd like to go, where you just feel safe and you'd feel secure. And this is where your imagination comes into it. This is where you now start to visualize and put things together using your imagination. And I just want you to have a walk around in your mind and around this area and just sense and visualize what this place is like. With the sun beating in the sky, feeling you nice and warm and relaxed. And again, just breathing in and releasing. Just have that sense of peace within yourself. If your mind kicks in, just say thank you, not yet. now want you to visualize a very tall, strong oak tree. If you can't visualize it, just sense it, feel it, just know it's there. And I want you to walk over to that oak tree. As you become nearer, you can now sense, visualize, see a door open in the oak tree. And you're going to continue to walk over to it. And as you do, you're going to step inside the oak tree. And it's very dark inside. And all of a sudden, a light, small light, comes nearer and nearer to you. And then you visualize, sense or feel a lovely firefly. This firefly is encouraging you to follow him, going downstairs into the oak tree. And as he shines its light, you can now start to see imprints of steps leading you downstairs. And together we're going to descend down the steps through the oak tree. On the count of 10, taking your step. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And as we reach the end of the staircase, you now see ahead of you an opening with white light outside. And the firefly encourages you to walk through into the light. And as you walk forward, you see it's an opening in the oak tree. And as you walk through that doorway, you now bring yourself into another place. A grass and greenery, the birds are singing, there's water on your right hand side. And as you look forward, you can see a teepee in the distance. You're now going to take a step forward, and as you do, you're now going to sense, visualize, feel that you're walking on a path. And as you walk along the path, you now start to hear drums banging in the distance, very gentle and very soft, very empowering and inviting. As you walk along the path, you now come across a stone coal fire, and you're encouraged to walk across the hot stones. Don't fear, don't worry, nothing here can hurt or harm you. It's just cleansing your energy and your aura for you. And as you do, you just walk one foot at a time, just feeling comfortable and soft, power and strength. And you walk across it, you come out the other side. And as you leave, an African American young lady comes to take your hand and guide you across the grass where there's a fire, a big campfire alight. And she guides you over to a position just for you and watching the fire light. And the music just continues to dance. The drums continue to beat. You now sense, visualize and feel animals flying above your head. So eagles, phoenixes, swirling above your heads. And from the woods, animals of all sorts start to appear, ready for the ceremony. The chieftain from his teepee now arrives, carrying with him an egg. And he walks over and into the fire, unharmed, placing the egg in the center. As he does, the egg starts to expand and grows a little bigger than it was, at least a foot tall. And as he starts to say and chant words that we may not understand, the flames of the fire turn from orangey red to a clear blue. And as the flame turns from blue, the egg slowly starts to crack and slowly starts to open. And as the shell continues to break and disperse, an animal appears in front of you. I want you now to sense, visualize, feel, use your imagination to sense, see what that animal may be. You are encouraged to walk over to the flames and retrieve the animal, holding it to your arms, nursing it and looking after it. This is your spirit animal who will nurture and grow with you on your journey to help guide you and support you in all that you want to go on to do. You may ask the animal how it's here to help you and how it may be working with you. You may get a sense of feeling, you may get a thought, and you may get words, or it just might be a thought that you know that this is what this animal is for. The animals around you that have emerged from the woods continue to dance and celebrate and raise up on their hoofs at the celebration of bringing a newborn into this world, but a celebration of now owning a spirit animal and the gratitude for being able to work with you through your life today and always. You are now handed a cloak with embroidery to place over your spirit animal to comfort them and to nurture them as they grow with yourself. You are now led back to the path that you came from, taking with you your spirit animal. And you're led back over to the oak tree and the opening that was once there as you came out. The drums in the background slowly start just to dissolve and become distant. And as you reach the door of the oak tree, the young lady who helped you and guided you now thanks you and leaves your side and returns back to her tribe. As you set foot inside the doorway, you are now received by the firefly you once met when you came in through the oak tree. He now guides you to follow him back up the stairs into the oak tree. 1, 2, 3, 4, we're climbing back up the stairs. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You've now reached the opening back out to your special place where you first came, and the firefly slowly starts to fly away. As you make your way back out into your special place where you first started, you place your animal down onto the ground, knowing that you can come back and visit them here anytime that you want. And And they see other animals in the distance and they run off to play with them. You're now going to bring your awareness to your head and bringing that energy down across your head and your forehead, down across your nose, down across your mouth, down across your heart area and your chest, down across your stomach, down across your pelvic area, down across your legs, down across your knees, down across the backs of your calves and the front of your legs, down below the bottom of your feet, and that energy just digs into the ground, branching off like roots in the tree, grounding and cementing your energies. Place soil over the top, and if more soil can move, then place more soil over the top to stop them from moving. When you're ready, slowly wiggle your feet and your toes. And bring your awareness back to the room when you're ready. Taking your time. And opening your eyes when you're ready back into the room. It's always good after any meditation to drink plenty of water, because water always grounds us and it helps balances the energies within around ourselves. Okay, so again, within this, after you've finished coming away from the live feed, just go get yourself a glass of water just to help ground yourself. Okay, so just bring yourself back into that present moment of time. It's natural when you feel to do meditations that you may feel a little bit tired or your energies are a bit low. So that's normal, because we're low in the state of our consciousness to take us on these journeys. This is something that, again, I channeled through with the guides. It's really lovely. It's nice. You will find that the more you kind of work with your spirit animal, you will find one day to just go in and it's not a little cub or it's not a little puppy or whatever it is that you've got. It will actually evolve and grow. So again, don't always see it as that young animal that you've been presented with, because you'll come in one day and then it'll be in an adult format. Okay, so again, it's about working with yourself. Now, if anybody would like to share what they have, what they've received, or if you're not really sure what the animal represents for yourself, if you want to put it up in the comments, and look, I can tune in to see how it's working for you and what you need to do with it if you didn't get the information yourself. Because sometimes when we're new to meditations, we can actually find it a little bit difficult to get that information because we're looking too hard. So if anybody did want to share what animal that they've got, or if you've got an animal but you're not sure what the purpose of that animal is, by all means just put it up in the comments and I'll have a tune into it for you to see what the purpose is for yourself. So I'm just going to give it a couple of seconds there, because we know with the live feeds is a bit different. Okay, so Pam, did you get the reason for the owl? Or is it just you're kind of telling me that you've got an owl? Do you understand? Did you get the message behind why the owl is working for you? Thanks for sharing, honey. Do you understand why the owl is working with you? Did you get that message, hon? So I'm just waiting for Pam to come back. Did you get a message, Pam, from the owl? Okay, so let's have a look. So the baby owl basically is really about wisdom and knowledge. So it's about developing your understanding with your own work. Okay, but as it's an owlet, which is what I'm kind of been given for yourself, that it's about understanding and also It's also about nurturing yourself. So like with the owl, it's a lot of wisdom, but it's also about observing things in around yourself as well. So start to observe. It's about going with that higher intelligence within yourself, okay? So again, sit with him. I do feel it's a him. Sit with him and then just allow him to show you, because he's also showing me he's at a stage of flying, okay? But he's just learning how to fly. So I feel this is about your own journey, about learning how to spread your wings with conviction, but also with strength as well. Okay, so woohoo. Okay, so where are we gone there? So Evie, so what I kind of got for yourself, sweetheart, a baby tiger, it's about strength and courage, okay? So he's trying to show you that when you doubt yourself, or when you come across situations that you don't understand, you find it hard to get through, it's just to call on him, okay, to allow him to guide you, because I'm just being shown a collar in around him when he gets older, and that it's kind of like allowing him to lead you, even when sometimes you feel uncertain. So hold on to the collar and he will actually guide you through it, because he's shown sometimes things are a little bit like your feet are in cement and you fear the unknown, but he's going to help you to find the courage to make decisions in around your life that you've been undecisive about. Okay, so for me, it's about your strength and your courage about moving forward as well. Jocelyn, how you doing, honey? So the white horse. So the white horse for me is about freedom, but I also kind of feel spirituality within this. Now, some people say horses, that they're very much a person, that they run everywhere but nowhere to go. I don't believe that. White horses and horses for me are showing you about having freedom within yourself. It's about just letting go, but that sometimes people don't feel that the horse may not have a destination, but he's always on a journey. So he's understanding to yourself is to have the freedom on your journey when you're moving forward. Don't try to control it and just be free. But I also kind of feel he's telling you to be free and around your own life as well. Not to control things as much, because when you let go, you actually feel more peace and harmony within yourself, if that makes sense to yourself. Okay, so Fran, a yellow swan. So Fran, I kind of feel the swan is also talking to you about soulmates, is what I'm sensing within that. Now, he's also kind of saying to me, remember the ugly duckling? The ugly duckling. So that ugly duckling, actually, that's where your yellow was coming in. The ugly duckling was yellow, but he didn't see didn't see the true beauty within himself. But as that duckling began to grow, okay, he turned into a beautiful swan. Okay, but I'm being shown the duckling as a yellow duckling. So to me, it's about see the true beauty within yourself, and he's going to be working with you to show you how to shine. Because as I'm kind of working with it, the swan has actually got his wings outgrown. So it's embracing love, but your true love within yourself, but also love in terms of moving forward as well. It's also about you do work a lot from your heart, and he's kind of putting one wing around you to show you how to protect yourself in around it. Okay, so for me, it's about the ugly duckling, the story of the ugly duckling moving into the swan, and he's trying to get you to see the true qualities within yourself. Okay, and he's kind of saying to you about looking in the reflection. So he's very proud, he's looking into the water and see the beauty that reflects back on him. So again, like the story of the swan at the end, it's when he saw himself in the reflection of the pond. God, I haven't heard this story in a long time. When he saw his reflection on the pond, he couldn't actually acknowledge the true beauty that he saw coming back in. So sometimes we need to look at ourselves differently, or sometimes we need to look in our mirror and say, yeah, look, we're doing really good. Okay, I am beautiful the way I am. So it's about acceptance as well with yourself, if that makes sense. Okay, does anybody else have any other questions or have any other spirit guides that you want to share? If you can message me anyway. Okay, so you can message me if you don't want to put up on the live feed as well. I'll be back this evening at 6:30 doing some live card feeds. Okay, so again, if you want to tune in for that, I'll see you then. If not, have an amazing day. Do something nice for yourselves today, just while we can get a bit of break in the weather. Okay, and I look forward to seeing you at 6:30. If not, I'll see you in the week. Okay, so take care, guys. Lots of love. Bye.